Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Right to the air is Daniels. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards. You look at the Saints defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Daniels. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Daniels. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Davidson. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Back to throw. Davidson. And his throw here is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the first carry here for the running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Jalen Lane deep for Washington.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. Heck of a move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Two yards to go, second down. Looking to throw. Davidson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Davidson. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he is going to have the Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed, man, and able to pick up the first down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up a third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quick. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Commanders 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on. Track 60. Track 60. Track 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken at the 23. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Hold the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
There's Chris Olave. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
A gain of 19
Olave
yards.
with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 light. Go.
Operating from the gun, Davidson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Drops it underneath for Tootin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Olave over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is caught. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will lead to a third and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 21, Commanders 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
7-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points needed.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 7.
60 Nazareth. 60 Nazareth.
To the air goes Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Panther 60. Panther 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, 50 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10.
Commanders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a second and 10. Off the play fake. Davidson. McDonald makes the catch. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side complete. That's McDonald. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down and goal to go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Davidson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Davidson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Daniels. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
At the Saints 47-yard line.
Off play action. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Davidson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 19, 18.
Looking to throw. Davidson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Brings up 3rd
and that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Quiddy Pay in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 Maverick, 60 Warriors, 17. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Daniels. on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Samuel in motion. On fourth down, here's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Powell on the catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bashal Tutin taking it in. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now
Here's second and 10.
30-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, hey,
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's now second and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Davidson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
2-yard line.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19.
Operating from the gun, Davidson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Complete to number 18.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
65 catch.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
60. Here we go. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That good for 19 and a first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.